Good morning, and thank you for joining us for our weekly press conference. It's great to be with all of you today. I hope you are having a safe and happy summer so far and enjoying everything that the City of Erie has to offer. We're very fortunate to have a beautiful bayfront, an amazing bay, and a great lake right here in Erie. Many people have been taking advantage of this time and getting out on the water for recreation, fun, and education. You may have noticed a sailing ship out on the bay or docked at Dobbins Landing. That's the schooner, the Letty G. Howard. The Letty G. Howard is owned by the South Street Seaport Museum and is operated as a programmatic collaboration between South Street Seaport Museum and the Flagship Niagara League. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Captain Billy Sabatini, here to tell us about what is new for the Flagship Niagara League. Captain, the floor is now yours.
That noise is actually somebody calling because they want to go sailing on Letty today. So I'm really happy to be here and talk about what the Flagship Niagara League has been up to lately. So there's been lots of stuff in the news, there's been lots of stuff on the internet, through Facebook or whatever, about who we are and what we're doing. So I wanted to have the opportunity to explain that a little bit. So the Flagship Niagara League still exists. We're still here. We're still the same people, all the people that you know, and we're doing the things that you love. Our goal is to get people out on the water, and we do that through Letty G. Howard. So this season, we kicked off our day sail program in June, but before that, we actually were doing our sail training programs. The Flagship Niagara League has been doing sail training programs since 2010, and we did almost all of those programs on the Niagara before this. Now we're doing it all on Letty G. Howard. So we started off with Mercyhurst University with a college history program that ran in May. We did a couple weeks of day sails in June to kick off the summer sailing season. Then we went to Shipyard, which is something we have to do every 2 to 3 years. I'm happy to report the ship is in excellent shape. We're really, and also looking forward to using the ship in many different ways as we go through the summer. So we did a couple more weeks of day sails right here in July, and tomorrow we kick off another sail training program with Girl Scouts. So we'll be sailing with these Girl Scouts through Lake Erie, up into Lake Huron, and then back. So once we get back, the ship is going to be available for day sails all throughout August, into September, and into October. One of the things that we've been doing with the Flagship Niagara League is trying to extend the sailing season and extend having people out on the bay. So we like to start our sailing programs in May, and then we try to extend also right up into Halloween. Now, the weather isn't always perfect in October, I can assure you that, but there's so many beautiful days that we have in Erie. One of the things that I tell people often when they come sailing with us is being able to live in Erie and be able to operate a ship in Erie. We have nearly perfect weather from May through October, and we have to get out there and enjoy it. Come down to Dobbins Landing, experience the water. Everybody is welcome down there, and it's such a beautiful place to be and just to enjoy everything. So really, I'm just here to let you know that the Flagship Niagara League is still here, still committed to doing what we've always done. And we want to take everybody out, get them on the water. We want you to experience your city in a way that it's meant to be experienced. Look up at the city from the water, because that's why the city was built, because it was such a beautiful harbor there in Presque Isle Bay. And for the past 200 plus years, the city has grown up around the bay. And one of the best ways to experience that is get on the water and be a part of it. So thank you, Mr. Mayor, for the opportunity to speak today, and I can't wait to see you out there.
And thank you very much, Billy. I really look forward to seeing the Letty G. Howard out in the water. It is really a great thing for visitors and residents alike, and a wonderful asset for our city of Erie. Thank you for coming today and for all that you and your crew do to provide an educational and fun experience for so many people here in Erie. We really appreciate that. We have been having a nice warm summer, which has allowed us to get out into the beautiful parks throughout the city or perhaps play a round of golf at one of the city's wonderful golf courses. Erie really is a beautiful city filled with green space and an abundance of trees and tree-lined streets. I would like to let the City of Erie residents know that we are now looking for several new members for the city's Urban Forest Committee, which works to preserve, maintain, and increase Erie's urban forest while providing education to residents and businesses on tree planting and tree care. Committee membership is a volunteer position, and members should have experience, formal training, or knowledge of tree care, gardening, forestry, landscape architecture, horticulture, public utilities, civil engineering, architecture, contracting, arboriculture planning, or the environment. You think that's enough things to be working on? Meeting are the first Tuesday of every month at 5:30 p.m. at the Lake Erie Arboretum at Frontier, that's LEAF, at 1501 West 6th Street. City residents can apply through the link on the city's social media post or on the city's website. The year's nice summer weather has also allowed us to enjoy our free 814 concert series and the Sounds of Summer concerts. I would like to remind everyone that this Saturday, July 21st, the City of Erie's 814 concert series, which is presented by UPMC Health Plan, continues at 5 p.m. at the Baker Field, which is located at East 32nd and Holland Streets. This concert features Steely Mac, which is a tribute to Steely Dan. Then, on Monday, July 22nd, we have another Sounds of Summer concert at the Pennsylvania Soldiers and Sailors Home, and that's located at 560 East 3rd Street, and that will take place at 7 p.m. This concert features music by the Rooftop Project. Thank you to UPMC Health Plan for their generous support to make both the 814 and the Sounds of Summer concerts possible here in Erie. You can find the full concert lineup for the summer at the website, which is 814concerts.com. With so many people outside, I would again like to remind everyone to drive carefully, and please remember those 4 practices. Slow down, move over, pay attention, and be patient. So please, everyone, do your part to make Erie as safe as possible this summer. I'm also grateful that President Trump was not more seriously injured last Saturday at his rally in Butler. I pray for him and the families of attendees and other victims who experienced a nightmare that no one should experience. There's no place for violence in our country. Not at political rallies, not in schools, not in grocery stores, not at concerts. I love Erie, and I'm thankful to the Erie Police for working to keeping our community safe every day. A couple of them are here with us today. Thank you very much. Neighbors can speak different languages, vote for different parties, and still have respect for each other and live peacefully, making Erie a truly diverse and welcoming place. That concludes this week's press conference. Please continue to follow us on social media for the latest updates on everything happening here in the City of Erie. Both of us who spoke are now available for interviews. Thank you very much for being here and watching today.